Hello and welcome to the 8th video lecture of Services Marketing, Semester 6, Model number 1. I'm Professor Prashant Birje, and in today's video we are going to discuss about classification of services. We now know what the services are. Now we shall see what the classifications of services are. Services are classified based upon the following factors. The first one is based upon the degree of involvement of the customer. Now, based upon the degree of involvement, that is, how much the customer is involved, whether his suggestion is taken into consideration, whether there is chances for him to give suggestion to the service provider, based upon that, we classify this classification is there. And based upon this basis of classification, we have four different types. The first one is people processing. Example: training centers for dance, healthcare services, passenger transport services, beauty salons, lodgings and boardings, educational services, fitness centers, that is gyms. That is, in this case, people processing. We process people and not the equipment. We are doing some changes to the person. For example, gym, a healthcare center like a hospital. Here, what we are servicing? We are servicing the person itself, that is, people. So, people processing. Second one is possession processing. Possession or equipment processing. Example: a person wants his car to be serviced, or say postal service that you get, or laundry service, courier service. So in all this, your equipment or your possession, your asset is being serviced. Third one is mental stimulus processing. Under this basis of under this, we have career counseling, advertising, entertainment, education, and consultancy services. Here, we are processing the intellect of the person. That is, some mental stimulus processing is happening. And fourth one, based upon this classification, is information processing, where we process the data. That is, market research firm, accounting, legal services, programming, data processing, and data transmission. So based upon the degree of involvement of the customer, we have four different types, that is people processing, possession processing, mental stimulus processing, and information processing. Second one, based upon the service tangibility level. Now, based upon the service tangibility level, we have four different types of services. All the services can be classified into four different types. You might have seen in my earlier video, I had shown a tangibility spectrum. On one side, we had pure services, which are completely intangible, and there was no tangible trace in it. Whereas on the other side of the tangibility spectrum, we had pure products where there was no involvement of any type of intangible service. So based upon that, we can divide it into four different categories, that is highly tangible. Example: computer on rent. Here, computer is a physical product, and when you're taking it on rent, you get a tangible product, but it is a service. Or say a DSLR camera on rent, so it is a highly tangible service. You can touch it, but it is a service. Then we have service linked to tangible goods. For example, photocopying machine. Here, for example, yes, customers choose to go to a service provider which has the best possible equipment. That is, service here is linked to tangible goods. If the quality of the tangible goods, that is the photocopying machine, the Xerox machine, is good, then only the person, that is students, are gonna come to him for getting Xerox or photocopies. The third type in this is tangible goods linked to services. For example, food and magazines for airline passengers. So, airline passengers, that is air travel, is a service that is given. And the main important thing in this service is the travel. But you also get certain tangible aspects out of it. That is the food and the magazines in the aeroplane. So, or maybe in the waiting area. So these are nothing but tangible goods linked to services. And fourth one is highly intangible items. Example, massage parlor, where the customer gets aromatic smell but does not get any tangible product. Or maybe a beauty parlor where the customer gets good looks but does not get any other this tangible product along with it. He doesn't get the comb, doesn't get the scissors. So these things he doesn't get. Now there are other ways of classification also, that is based upon skills and expertise required, business orientation of service provider, and lastly based upon the type of end user. The remaining three we shall cover in the next class. With this we end today's module, so in today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us.